Hello and welcome. Today I want to show you the new update of my Scene Rig here, Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro. Yes, and maybe for these people who don't know this rig, it will be maybe interesting too. So just have a look. Now let's start. We have our Scene Rig here in the content browser, and the presets, and Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro 2.0. So, and double click it, and it's here. So for everyone who knows this rig, or bought it already, or used the Lite rig, you know this is the normal infinite floor. If you render this one, just you have a wide infinite floor. In this version now, in the Pro version, I have left this slot here for the reflection HDRI. I left it empty because people with older versions of Cinema 4D got an error that says yeah, this file doesn't exist, but it exists, of course it exists, but to avoid this error I just left this slot empty. And now if you render something, so let's say take a cube, put this cube here on the floor, so make a little fillet, rotate it a little bit here, and make an easy material. This is not a tutorial how to make a material, so do just something. Conductor is okay, Fresnel doesn't matter, so something like that. Yeah, and look at white. Okay, and put it on here. So, and if we now render this with the rig, we get this one. It looks quite boring. And here we have some reflections. They are from the floor. Let's make a better render setting here. Let's take the middle one and make it with the interactive render setting. Let's undock this. So we get this. Looks quite boring. So, and now because of this file is empty, this slot is empty, we can take each HDRI we want and drag it in here. You can take this one in under Studios here. This is the one what comes with it. And for all the people who bought this rig, they have these HDRIs too. So you can take one of them. Let's say here, take this one here. And just drag it into the slot here. Whoops. No, I don't want to copy it. And if we, as soon as we have this into, you see, we get nice reflections. You know, you might know, we have this preview here to see where our reflections are, to make it a little bigger. And we can rotate it, as you might know. So, and what's new, the first thing what is new here in this rig, in this 2.0 rig, is now we can not just horizontally rotate, we can rotate vertically too. So, sometimes you need it, or I need it sometimes, maybe you too. So, this is first thing, and yeah, of course now, if you render this one, let's render it. We get nice reflections and everything. And yeah, here for the people who don't know the rig, you can in the Pro version you can play with the hue. You can change the colors. You see, let's make blue ones. Something else. You can make brighter reflections, and you see how fast it renders everything. It's almost a real-time rendering. Of course, it's not a high resolution render, but you see the lightnings and everything, and you can work with it. So if we change this HDRI here, so this in here, yes, immediately you see the results. So and whoops, and so you can work very nice. Okay. That's the first thing. So you have just to drag HDRI in here to have reflections. Now comes the second part and the bigger update. We go here in the background and floor area, and now we have the ability to use a background picture, not just this grayscale thing here, so this gradient. You know the gradient, just when I change the gradient to, let's say, red, I get this reddish thing, and it uses the gradient. You can use, of course, you can use every gradient you want. You can do whatever you want. And yep. Okay. That's nothing. So, and invert nodes, something like that. Okay, but we don't want this now. Let's go here to light gray. We want to work now with the background pictures, and here with this rig I want to show you how easy it is now to make your compositing, your own compositing. And yeah, let's start. Search a big background picture. I have some here. Wait for a moment. So, and we can take here any picture I want. Let's say this one here looks nice. Just drag it in this slot here. Whoops! Now nothing happens. We have to check use background picture, of course, and we have to turn off the floor and the background, the normal floor and background, of course. So if we turn off floor and background, we get this nothing. And now turn on pictures, and you will see how fast we get a nice compositing. Look at that. So now you should try it so that the floor fits the floor in the picture. Something like that. Yep. And now if we want these reflections of this building here, just go to the HDRI settings here in the reflection channel, and just take the same picture and put it in the reflections channel. No, I don't want to. And in this moment, let's go to the view, the back. We get the reflections of this building. Sorry. And if we want to see where it is, let's search for the windows. Nope. Yeah, you get everything you want here. Let's make the reflection contrast a little higher. It's not the saturation. I want to try, yeah, something like this. And I will show you this with another picture and object then, but it's just for the first look. The thing here we have use background and compositing floor off. This I made for the things when you render something, compositing in the sky or in the outer space or somewhere. You don't need a floor, of course. So, and if I turn off the floor, you will see the shadow appears and it looks like it floats. So That's the reason we have this one, and you see, if I turn it on, immediately we get our nice shadows and everything back. Yep. So now let's, what's important too is, let's go to the normal settings. We, if you take a picture here, a background picture, you should make fit it to your render settings, to the picture dimensions. That means, let's go to the picture and see. That's German, but it's okay for the moment. We'll see. We have here a dimension of 4900 to 3200. I copy this, and now I go to the render settings and put these values in here. So paste with Control V. Then I take this one with Control X and cut it out, and this outcut it value with Control V I put in here, and lock the ratio. So, and now if I go back, you see now I have the right dimension here, and everything looks correct. So something like that. Yep. Okay. Now let's try another thing. Remove this cube, and here we can go to function, remove unused material, so we get rid of this, and take another, make the preview, hide the preview for a moment, another picture. Let's say this one here. This looks like a 69 picture, but let's see. 4000. Copy it. Then go to the render settings. V. Control X. Control V. Okay, oh, it's the same like before, so it doesn't matter. Okay, then I drag this picture in here, and immediately we get this. So let's make the floor. Let's take the floor like this. Okay, something like that. It is not so extremely. So, and let's search for an object we can use. Let's see, we have some Grayscale Gorilla free things here. Let's do them. Grayscale Gorilla free stuff. I will put this free stuff, a link in the description then, so you can download it. Models, and yeah, let's take this big. It's funny. Double click it, and we have a pig here in our scene. Why not? Make it a little bigger. Pig, bigger, pig. So something like that. And now I want the same reflections here. To take this one. Nope. And preview on. Let's see where we are. Something like that. And let's render this thing and let's see what we get. It looks nice. I think it looks nice. So, and maybe let's play with the reflections a little bit. Yeah, so we have this nice windows in here. Maybe a little brighter. Not too bright. And now if I want to make it even more realistic, we try to make the shadows here. So we can get this with it is. I taken, let's hide the preview, I've taken area light. Here is our area light. Rotate it 90 degrees, about 90 degrees, it's not so. E, and put it to the windows here. See something like that. And now make a render. We will see it will be very dark here on the side, but doesn't matter. We render. Yeah. I miss the shadows here. Of course, we have to put on shadows here. Take the area shadows. And we need in the render settings, now we need GI. So I have the middle here and middle with GI. And render it again. And you see it's really, really nice. We get the shadows and everything. And now it's a little too dark for us, so like an interactive render region. Okay, and go in our rig, HDRI settings, and we have here the light intensity. And we drag it up, and you see it will be brighter and it looks very nice shadows and everything is just great. So maybe here a little lighter again. And you see how fast it renders. So it's a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. Let's make a render without interactive render setting. And look how nice this is. And it's very, very easy compositing, and everything is set up with just dragging a photograph in here, a picture in here, and that's it. Drag, and you get something like this. It can't be easier, I think. So, and yeah, that's it. I don't know if I've shown it here, if I can't remember now. But for you, everything is set. So if you go to the layers here, again, the scene, every compositing tag is set how you need it, and everything is correct, mapped, and you just have to drag a picture in and be happy. Okay. That's it for today. Let's render this again. I like it. Yeah, thanks to Grayscale Gorilla for this funny. No, it's not Grayscale Gorilla, it's Rob Redman for this nice pic here. That's really funny. Yeah, so I hope you like this update. And I hope you like this rig. If you like it, you can buy it. It's only €10, and I think it's worth it. And yeah, next update will come for sure, but I don't know when. When I have a new idea or something else, or I hear of some errors or something. A new HDRIs will come, so about weekend. And I will do for the light version of this rig, I will do a minor update too. But of course not things like this. Okay, yeah. So much fun with this rig and much fun with composing. And maybe you show me your things. Just write in the comments a link to your pictures or to your Facebook site or something else. I definitely have a look, and I wish you a nice day. Bye bye and much fun. Oh, here I'm again. I forgot a little bit, and because I want to show you something. We can make reflections here too on the floor. That's what I forgot. If we go here in the background floor, and we have here our reflections. If you put it reflections on and go to the reflection strength and go in, you will see we have reflections. Of course they look now, woo, lot too much. But for this we have here our reflection area and make it smaller. It's smaller to do, so. And if you make now a blurry reflection, so let's blur these reflections a little bit. Now you get something like a wet floor or something else. Yeah, that's what what I want to show you. So you can make some reflections on the floor too, so just play with it. Yeah, that's it. So just wanted to show you that too. Okay, so bye bye.